Hey, welcome to my attic office where I share strategies, stories, and success tips for home business owners like you. And we will talk about insights to help you build, grow, and scale your business from the comfort of your own home. So if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, I can help because I've learned a lot of stuff and I'm coming out to share it all. The first topic, I actually have 4 topics to cover in this live video. So if you're watching it live, you're going to get tons of interesting stuff. And if you're not, you're going to get the bits and pieces from this video. And you can find the other videos on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to talk first about the thought of using AI and how I thought it would make my life easier. But now I realize it's so powerful that it's actually a little scary. So I'm sharing how ChatGPT is transforming my business and why it might just freak you out too. So I've integrated it into my business and even my personal activities. They have an app now that you can put on your phone even. As a matter of fact, besides using ChatGPT, sometimes I use Gemini as a chatbot helper when I'm just asking questions. So all of these AI tools, when you throw them together, I use ChatGPT to help me create video outlines for these very videos. Sometimes it'll even give me extra ideas as I'm working, because it'll say, like the last time it said, wow, you could make a whole series on this. And I'm like, yeah, I could. It actually told me that and gave me the ideas. So what is so crazy powerful is when you have the professional version, you can save your chats and it learns. It knows how you want it to talk like. It also knows what kind of audience you have as you work with it because you tell it these things. I even upload PDFs and let it scan the PDFs for ideas from my notes. It's crazy, just crazy what you can do. So those are just a few I mostly use it for content creation, a little bit of marketing strategy and brainstorming ideas. That's the big one, as well as boosting productivity because I've had it help me even create short videos. So I have this stockpile of short videos that I think there's 150 of them in there. It'll take me forever to use them all because I have so many ideas. Just imagine, it's so powerful. Imagine having so many ideas and so much content that you just don't have time to post them all. It's like having this big storehouse that you just grab stuff from. It's a matter of finding time to work the platform that you're using and actually post them and interact with the comments and the people. It's amazing. So I use it to help me write emails, video scripts, and new content ideas, and more. Sometimes I ask it to look up quotes for me too. List quotes. Help me come up with all these tips about weight loss. Help me come up with all these tips about, especially for perimenopausal or postmenopausal women, because that's about where I'm at. So I could use those tips too. So there you go. What's so scary about it is the overwhelming potential. And it's kind of reshaping things out there. People can put out so much content. I think there's a fear out there that it'll replace jobs or diminish personal creativity. I kind of feel like it's the opposite. ChatGPT told me itself that the fear is real, that you should fear that AI might replace jobs or diminish. But that's it talking to you, right? I think our human brains are way more powerful. And I think that it just helps us hook into some of the ideas that are already in our head. It's not giving me these words. It gave me some of the ideas and it gave me an outline so that I can stay on point because I happen to meander around the topic a lot and talk to you about all these stories and stuff that I have. So let's talk about some of the different ways that I use it to help brainstorm topics and create outlines like this one. So literally what I told it is I said, I have this, okay, I'll grab the actual title. Where is it? Okay. I finally got, this is what I put in there. I found titles on YouTube that were popular titles that were performing really well for people. And this was one of them. And it was, I finally got blank, and it scares the crap out of me. So I told it, I gave it that little scenario, and I said, some of the things that I'm thinking about are like ways that I use AI and ways that I use ChatGPT, ways that that all these tools that I use. And it also has my document called the Ultimate List of Apps for Home Business. I gave it that so it knows what apps I use that's in my tech stack. So it actually pulled some of that out and said, you could make a video about this and this and this and this. And then it said, here are the talking points that you can use. Like right now, I'm in the talking point about describe how I've integrated ChatGPT into my business. So let's also talk about how I've integrated ChatGPT into my work, because I create content for my work too. And I literally give it because I come up with titles and hooks that are interesting and I want to use them, but I'm not quite sure how, right? So I will throw it at it and I'll say, write a blog post with this title. And it just does such a good job of pulling out the information I've already given it, because I have uploaded PDFs to it. And the way you do that, by the way, is if you have the professional version, you actually add this, like when you explore GPTs, you can find the PDF. Oh, there's a new one here. I just clicked it. Ultimate Document System. This is a new one. Oh my gosh, I'm going to totally put that in there and upload my PDFs to there to see if it comes up with different ones. And then it's telling you ways you can use it. Like, help me create a report PDF, help me create a slide presentation. I've done all these things in here. Interesting. Okay, I'm sorry. I got distracted there because I saw a new one. I was like, this is a new PDF. I had PDF Reader as a plugin, a different GPT. There's all kinds of them in here. So just look for one that will work for you and use it. People have designed these for you to use, and they make life easy, and it's amazing, and it seems unlimited. So what else can I show you about ChatGPT? Once it creates outlines and it generates copy, I will copy and paste it, but then I will read it out loud and change things in my own voice, because some things just sound too ChatGPT-ish. Sometimes it gets a little hypey and it uses a lot of sales language, especially if I tell it to talk like Frank Kern, who's a really good copywriter, or Dan Meredith, or Gene Schwartz, or one of those. When I tell it to talk like them, it does a really good job of doing that. But don't use it word for word. I'm just warning you. Don't use it word for word, because it doesn't know the difference when it's plagiarizing. And also, you do want your copy to sound like you, the way you talk, to attract the right kinds of people to you. So I hope that makes sense. So, I already got ahead of myself. I wrote to myself, address the importance of not relying solely on AI to keep your unique voice and personality intact. It's a brainstorming tool. It's a tool to help you with ideas, and it's quite amazing. What else have I used it for? That's mostly what I use it for. Blog posts, videos. You could have it come up with a list of tips, and you could use those tips as little tweets, or what are X's called now? I don't know what they're called. They're probably not tweets anymore, are they? I don't know. I was kicked off that platform a long time ago. Anyway, but you could use those short little phrases that it gives you along with pictures. You could ask it to help you come up with hooks for your content. It's pretty good at it. You'll find some interesting ideas. Tell it to come up with, give it specifics, like say, make a list of 10 hooks for this post, and then give it the post. And then you can look at them and phrase them so that they would be speaking to the right people. But of course, if you've already told it who your people are, and it already knows, like in my PDF, deep abyss summary is what it is, because I have a lot of notes on mindset, and I did a lot of writing in those notes about the kinds of people that are my people. So it knows from that. I also have my blog posts chat over there, and that one is specifically on cybersecurity and productivity and stuff like that for businesses. And it knows it very well. I have one here where I uploaded my notes to study for an exam, which was kind of cool, because then I could ask it questions from my notes and it'll help me study. So there's that too. Market research. Here's one. I uploaded, what I did is when I went out to Facebook groups and Reddits, I actually copied a whole bunch of their posts into a PDF, and I uploaded it in there, and I said, listen, these are all the things that my clients are saying, that my fellow empty nesters are saying about how they feel. So now help me come up with, I was doing market research. Let me go down. Yeah. Let me go down to the bottom. Yeah, here it is. Hooks using their words is what I said. Here, I'll give you my little prompt. Oh my goodness. I don't think I uploaded the PDF. I just copied and pasted it in there. So I didn't have a PDF on that one. I literally copied and pasted everything. Okay, let's call this my empty nester chat. I have some market research to do with you, and I'm excited. And ChatGPT said, you know it, Ginny, I'm all in for market research. What are we diving into? And so I said, check this out. I found a Reddit full of all kinds of the feels. I know that intimately, of course, so I have an obsession with marketing, and I truly believe that any person looking at the second half of their lives can dedicate it to make it a mission for the impact they're going to leave. Learn the skills and you'll never lack, because you can always have something and sell something and help someone. I'm going to paste the comments in here and the posts. Let's read through them. And I'm talking to it. I'm telling it exactly what I want. Let's read through them and make a list of hooks using their words that might be the answer to their problems at Learn with Ginny. Learn with Ginny is the name of my company. I help show them the blueprint, the path to monetizing their passion, their message, and using tools like ChatGPT and apps to help them, since home business is generally a one-person business. Then I pasted all of the comments in there. I'm going to scroll down, and here's what it came up with. Number 1, I don't know who I am right now. I mean, does that not speak to a mother who's been a mother for decades? I get a teary-eyed just thinking about it. But yes, and I have the answer. Rediscover yourself in the second half of your life. Learn how to turn, and this is ChatGPT giving me this. Learn how to turn your passion into a purpose-filled business. Number 2, I feel like my heart is breaking and I have no one to talk to. Oh my gosh, this stuff makes me. Because it's true. You're not alone. That's my answer. Build a community, share your story, and find new purpose beyond motherhood. I should create a Facebook group. Here's one. The house is quiet. It feels like a second death. Ugh. So silence doesn't have to mean emptiness. Fill it with new passions and a business that lights you up. I need to use some of these hooks. So that's just 3 of them. It actually made a list of 17. And 3 bonuses. Who am I beyond being a mom? I need a new purpose now that the kids are gone. I'm not ready for this chapter to end. Whew. I mean, did it do a good job? Right? What else did I use it? I used it health tips and motivation, I did already tell you that. If you look in YouTube and search for how to create bulk videos with ChatGPT and Canva, you will find exactly how I did this. So if you want the prompt, I actually have a cheat sheet. It doesn't have this exact prompt in it, but ask me for it after you get your cheat sheet. So type cheat sheet in the comments. I'll get you the cheat sheet that helps you frame your prompts when you're asking ChatGPT to do things. And then when you hear from me, make sure you also ask me about the prompt on how I got all of these tips, because I'm going to read it to you. Here it is. Create me 50 sets of health and wellness tips, weight loss tips, exercise tips, and motivational quotes. Format them in a table where one column is the topic, one column is the part 1, and one column is part 2. Do not repeat any information. They'll be formatted as a topic or type of content, part 1 and then part 2. Keep them all engaging, polarizing, over the top, and relatable to women over 50, especially empty nesters and soon to be empty nesters. Reading grade should be under a 5th grade level. I added that because it is a fact that they're not going to read things that are overly complicated. Here are a few examples. Part 1 or topic is wellness tip. Part 1 is drink lots of water. Part 2 is I add fresh squeezed lemon to tall, warm glasses of water every morning. Topic, exercise tip. I did 3 of them. I gave them an example for each, like an exercise tip and a motivational quote. Like the most certain way to succeed is to always try just one more time. Thomas Edison. So, and then it made this table. Maybe I should share my screen and show you this. You guys are getting a bonus because I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to show you what it came up with. Move my face out of the way. Here it is. It's got this table in here with all those things. So then what you do is you create a bulk video and you use that table as your content. And then, my goodness, then all you do, and I did this in another video, so I'm not going to do it again, but I'll show you personally if you end up working with me. So if you want to work with me, then type I want to work with you and I will show you all the ways that you can work with me. Or you could just join my list. Ask for the AI content or the cheat sheet or something like that by dropping AI. You'll be on my list and then I will invite you to work with me. That works too. But by all means, because I personally take people through the things that they want to know how to do so that they have the steps easy to do them. And I'm pretty good at breaking it down so that you don't have to figure it out for yourself. Otherwise, if you do want to figure it out for yourself, search on YouTube on how to create bulk videos using ChatGPT and Canva. And there's people that have already laid it out. The 2 that I watched, there was one, she made a spreadsheet, which was a little bit more complicated. The other one did like I did here, and they just copied and pasted. I'm like, that's the easier way to go. So if you find that one, that's the one that was helpful to me. Okay, am I done? I was talking about all the scary things that ChatGPT can do. Let me go look at my outline over here. Okay, we talked about all of this. We talked about not solely relying on AI. And I guess that concludes this section about how scary competent and how scary amazing it can be to help you. And I'm sure that Gemini would do the same thing if you wanted the pay. I used the paid version of ChatGPT. I didn't want to pay for all of them, so I paid for that one. But I'm sure Gemini would do the same. I'm sure what is it called? Claude. I'm sure Claude would do that too. Who else is out there? There's other ones too. There's off-the-wall ones that use a combination of them. But anyway, I'm showing you ChatGPT because that's what I use. So if you're using AI in your business, tell me in the comments. What's been your experience? If you're just getting started, subscribe for more tips. And you know what? Drop AI so you get my free AI course. It'll blow you away about some of the things you can do with some of the tools I have, which are all in my ultimate list of apps for home business. You can drop apps for that. Okay, we'll see you later.